Hello again, guys. Greetings from my humble house. And today I wanted to give you an update. It's been a while since I made another video. I know I said I was going to get back to you as soon as I got my pallies, but again, things got hectic, as they always do. And first thing you'll notice is a couple of changes. I have another clownfish now, Tigger, and it's it right there. That's Giggles. That's Tigger. Alright, that was one of the first new things I added. There's also a couple of new things I'm going to go over today. Let's talk about things that are no longer here. Sushi, my rusty angel, she actually died. When I got her from the local fish store, she was actually being attacked by a hawkfish, and I decided to save her, but unfortunately she had sustained some injuries that she just wasn't able to bounce back from, and she didn't last very long. She only lived for about a week in the tank, and then she died. She had actually lost an eye, and I did not see that until after I got her home, a few days after I made the video, the last video. So unfortunately she's no longer with us. So also, about a few days, about a day or two after she died, I got my zoas in the mail, and unfortunately right now I'm having a green hair algae explosion, and they're mainly concentrated on my zoas. I got 8 of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That little ball of fuzz right there has got another one. That's 7, and then the 8th one, well, it's not actually a zoa, it's my war coral, which is down here. He's a pretty cool looking guy. I love him. He's probably actually one of my favorite pieces. So these have all already actually been in here for about 3 or 4 weeks now. Yeah, they've been here a while. Again, I just haven't made a video. And they were actually doing great. My dosing with the Reef Mature program was doing fantastic. It's already over. All I'm doing now is I just keep adding the no-pox to it, but I'm actually out of this, so probably gonna have to order some more. I like the stuff, and it was keeping my tank fairly clean. So I just got back from vacation, and my actual next step that I told myself that I was going to do is move down here. Was part of the skimmer, and I was actually going to get the Typhoon. I know I told you about that last time, but I didn't. And reason being is it actually kind of broke. Well, the skimmer, not the skimmer itself, but the pump, the admin pump that comes with it. But I'll get to that in a second. Back up here, one more thing I wanted to show you. Like I was saying, I just got back from vacation, and I was gonna do that, but instead I actually got some more corals because I found a neat little shop down in Myrtle Beach as I was leaving that they advertise as, you know, the local fish store, small. Decided to check it out, and I was amazed by what they had, and I actually got some more pieces. This guy right here is a wall hammer. Alright, he's not out right now, probably because he's still being acclimated to the new light and stuff. Obviously, transporting it shocked him fairly bad, and you know, I feel bad because he was under extreme heavy LED lighting where he was at, and now he's under T5. The flow rates weren't exactly awesome when I first put him in here. You'll notice that I switched out to my MaxiJet 1200, which was what was actually feeding my Terminator 2 protein skimmer, but I just did that yesterday. And he's been in here now for 2 days. So for the first day, he was actually being blown away by the big power head that I had in there. So I decided to switch it out, change the flow a little bit, and now it's a little calmer back here. It's still getting good flow up here, but not as much as it was, so hopefully that'll settle it down, it'll relax it, and hopefully he'll come out in about a day or two. I know it takes a few days after you get pallies and you know, hammers and stuff for them to bloom again. I also got this glove polyp, a clove polyp cluster over here. It was a great deal. I got him for about 45 bucks. And once again, he's still getting acclimated too. He's also been here for 2 days. He hasn't decided to fully open up. Every now and then I'll get one glove that'll be like, yeah, let me open up. But they'll close rapidly again. Hey Tigger, what's up? So yeah, hopefully soon, maybe in the next day or two, that he'll open up and he'll get used to the light and the flow and all that stuff, and it'll look nice and pretty up there. And the third thing I got from him was these mushrooms. Now these look awesome. I love the way they look. I got them on a whim. They only cost me 20 bucks, and they look a lot better in my tank than they did in the display tank that he had in his frag tank. They look a little bleached out in his frag tank, only because it was crowded and he had intense lighting in there. And now that I got the blue actinic, and they were kind of semi-brown colored, but now they're again, because the tint coming from my light right now, they look really purple, but it's actually a deep purple with hints of navy blue, and they look awesome. And they like it here, actually. So I think I picked a good spot for them. Hopefully they'll take over this rock and they'll do their thing. So I'm happy about that. Another thing that's going on with the tank, I don't know if you can see those little white specks. Yeah, I guess what that is. Yep. So looks like I have a little mini refugium already starting in my tank due to I'm gonna say a pleasant accident. It was unexpected when I placed the rocks here, but if you'll see here, I got like a little crevice here where the fish and Jacques cannot get to, and this is where it all started. You'll see a bunch of gunk and stuff, and down here, I mean, it's not good because there's a lot of dead, dying stuff down there and can't get out, but it's a safety zone, and all these copepods and stuff collect in here, and they start breeding in here, and they're making their way around the tank. So all those little white specks, yep, those are all copepods and stuff. So there's plenty of like reproducing food going around here, and just because I knew there was another pocket on this side of the tank, I went to go check, and sure enough, there's Jacques, where he spends most of his time. Why? Well, because this is where copepods are also breeding. So I got lots of them. Lots and lots and lots. I also have lots of green hair algae, and that just I found when I came back from vacation. So what I did yesterday, actually, to rectify that, I went to my local fish store and I got a Lawnmower blennie. He's in here somewhere. He is very, very, very shy, actually, unlike these two. He doesn't like company, and actually I think these two have been have taken to I'm not going to say harassing him, but they're unsure of what and who he is, so they're curious, and they're spending most of the time around the center rock as opposed to over here where they usually spend their time. Probably because this is where the Lawnmower blennie's been hiding. They're just curious, I think. They're not really going to hurt him. They want to know what's going on. So this is my tank at the moment. Hopefully my Lawnmower blennie can take care of some of this algae that's going on here. Hopefully my hammer heals up and starts blooming soon, and hopefully my glove polyp heals up and starts blooming soon. I know my mushrooms are doing great. So besides putting the Mexijet 1200 up here, one more thing I'm going to go over is up here. As you'll notice, a couple of things change as well. My hose is no longer down at the bottom, mainly because of my concerns. Remember I told you last time that if I had kept it down there during a power outage, it would just siphon back up into the sump. So I decided to just loosely hang it. I tied it with zip tie so it won't move, and it's just dripping in. And as you can see, it's not really making any bubbles. It does, it makes a couple, two big bubbles, and it goes right back up to the surface, so no big deal. And the other thing you'll notice is the T-ball is no longer there. And for whatever reason, I guess it was just getting, the mesh was just getting too clogged up. And whenever I put the T-ball on, it would break the siphon, and I'd have to start the siphon all over again. And at first, it would happen, you know, maybe once a day, once every 2 days. But then it got to the point where I just had to put the T-ball on top, and it would just stop the suction altogether, and I had to restart the siphon. So I cut out a little square box of the egg crate, and I not glued it on, but I put it on. It doesn't really stay on because it was wet when I put it on, and it doesn't have a lot of surface area to stick to, but for the most part it stays put. It did fall off when I got back from vacation. It was down there, so I just put it back on, and it stays on most of the time as long as there's not a big disturbance in the flow, so I'm sure it'll be fine. So that's what's going on with my tank right now. I'll try to upload this video as soon as I can. Any questions, comments, concerns, how you're doing this, why you're doing this, or anything for that matter, just let me know. Drop me a comment, or just PM me. I'll be happy to answer any questions I have, and as always, I'm always taking any advice. So that's my 55 long update, and thanks for watching.